Hi everybody, welcome to AJ's allotment. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday, the something or other of October. I think it's the 10th or the 11th, not quite sure. So after much deliberation, I have made it up the plot. I'm full of flu, I feel rubbish, there's things going on at home, family, well not with mum and stuff, and I've not had any time. Last week we got up for one day and we attacked the giant plum tree and cut it right back, so the poor thing looks like it's been massacred. I'll not speak too loudly because the apple tree is going to get it next. Basically this plot is well overshaded, and we're constantly fighting because things don't get enough sunshine, so they're not getting there on time. The weeds are going over, and because I took the half plot on thinking I could do it, I didn't have the time. I was trying to share myself between the two and it didn't work out that way. So decisions have been made and I'm going to give the half plot up, and I'm going to throw all my spare time that I have through the winter period into getting this ship shape ready for spring. So this bramble's going to get hacked out. I'm going to try and get as much out of it as possible, and the neighbour doesn't like it, I don't like it. It's a thorned variety. I'd rather buy myself a thornless one and put it where I want it. The compost area, going to work on that, so we're going to stick some beds at the side for comfrey. So where that sweet corn, which didn't grow, is, I'm going to stick some comfrey plants. I'm going to try and get rid of these nettles. I don't know how. I might have to use something on those, which I don't want to do, but organically I've not managed to find a way to get on top of it yet. So it's not in a growing area, so hopefully it wouldn't affect where we're going to grow. Where this polythene is now, I bought some expensive actual weed membrane so it can be down and I can grow through it. So I might put that here because this is going to be beans next year, and I think they might do well here. And I might also do sweet corn here. I'm still planning. So it's shaded everywhere. So all the big trees are going to have quite a lot come out of them. Because as though fruit trees are lovely, if you can't grow anything else because it's taking up the plot up, they're no use. This one here, there's two varieties on the one rootstock. So that's come really good since I pruned last year, but it's come too fast. So it's going to have to be cut back a bit more. And this was the Victoria, and everything just got brown rot. So we didn't get anything off it in the end. Again, I'm going to have to get as much cardboard, newspaper, whatever, and try and suppress all these nettles and weeds because they just travel over into the beds. So I've got all this to come out here. So I'll let my beans to dry. There aren't many left now. I'm just going to take what's left before it gets too cold and damp, get all this down. The popcorn is still growing. I'm hoping, because it's been mild still, I'm hoping they'll finish off. There's a few. I mean, so tempted to have a look. Obviously the fronds haven't gone brown yet, so I'm just going to see how they go. But it's too shaded again. It just doesn't get enough sunlight because we get the sun from here and then it finishes there, but there's that great big tree there. So basically it's going to be about finding the light. These pear trees are falling over and too heavy, so they need to be pruned again. Heavily, I think we're gonna. I tickled them last year because I didn't know what I was doing. And look how much the grass has grown in a few weeks. It's ridiculous. So my husband's gonna come up and trim later. But we only tickled these last year, and they need a heavy prune back, as does everything. Look, I mean the black prune brush and everything. Celery is staying in for now. I'm just gonna weed round that and sort the back end of the bed out. Because I've not spent much time up here, everything's out of control basically. I've just been hoeing over this bed here, so I might bring the polythene down from the top and take the weed membrane up to that end. So I don't know where to put my onions. I might stick some of my onions and garlic in here. The only thing I've got, problem-wise, is that there was in that middle bed, and I'm sure I had a little bit of what looked like white rot. So I'm really worried about putting the onions in now, in case I do have it. But I'm hoping that that's enough space between, because there's no sign of anything with the leeks, and there's just a little bit of rust on these leeks here. So I'm hoping they might be all right if I put them in this bed along here or that way, whichever. So today is like trying to get some tidying up done. This is the plum tree. Look, that's it. Oh, but it was shadowing the whole bed. I wasn't getting any light to it, so I think that's one of the reasons my potatoes are a bit rubbish. And it also sucking moisture up a bit. So we're going to tidy this whole section up. I say we, it's me. Jonathan comes and does a bit, but I keep saying we. I shouldn't really say we, because it's me. I've got some Cavolo Nero dotted around. There's a bit of whitefly knocking about, but hey ho, live with it, don't you? So I'm trying to stay as organic as I can and natural as I can, but in doing that, I'm finding it hard work. I just don't understand how people tidy gardeners. I can't grasp it. I don't know how many hours you need to do to get there. I clearly don't have enough. Look, I do have a few sprigs of purple sprouting broccoli. So, so I thought I'd do a quick catch up, and I ain't got any further, as usual, because for some reason this year, karma don't like me, and it just keeps throwing crap my way. So I'm not sure about these leeks, if they're any good or not, because they're not as good and nice as I was hoping. So I'm going to weed those and see how they are. I need to really get these some random self-seeded sunflowers out, really, I suppose, don't I? I've got loads of strawberries at home that are going to come up, so that bed's going to extend into this one, because I never filled it up, so I need to get some compost and stuff. I'm going to extend my strawberry bed out, and this area is going to be my spring bulbs. I thought it'd be nice if I dig this out, because I bought some tulips and hyacinths, so I thought, and daffs, so I might put spring bulbs in here, just tidy around. And this is that rabbit bedding that I picked up last year and rotted down, so that might actually be able to throw in. Actually, I might just throw it in there as that. So that's my plan. So I'm definitely going to give up the half plot. I'm pretty certain. It's going to kill me though, because it's a nice plot, but I don't have the time. Somebody else on the waiting list can use it and enjoy it instead, and it'll upset me a little bit, but I've got to be realistic. This plot's never going to be what it can be if I'm doing that. So there's my thoughts, and well done everyone who did the Nick's sunflower competition. Mine were piddly on this plot. On the other plot that was massive, but I never submitted him as an entry, but I'll maybe pop a photo on at the end so you can see. But lots of competition. Hopefully there'll be some new competitions this year. I'll keep an eye out for them, because it always makes it a bit more fun, doesn't it? But anyway, from my disastrous plot and myself, it's goodbye for now, and hopefully next time I'll have something really nice to show you, and I will have actually done some work. Anyway, catch you all later. Bye.